2 wins in their last 13 Premier League games.
This United team is the worst team I can remember for a number of years. That team at the minute is awful.
Spiralling out of control at the moment, Manchester United. This is a really poor result.
I'd like to win hard on the United players, but today I'm actually feeling sorry for them.
At the minute, as in terms of football teams, Man United are fucked.
4-1 to Watford. I've had enough, man. I am done with everything associated with Man United football until this clown has gone mad.
Bissaka's... I don't even think Palace would take him back. I am flabbergasted.
There is no title, there is no top 4, there's no top 6, there's no trophies with this manager, this football structure, everything to do with this football club. We are done, mate. Finito.
But Man United, Maguire and De Gea. I wouldn't even let him on the bus after the match. I get a taxi back to Manchester. And I am sick to death of this goalkeeper. I would be fighting him half time. There's no getting away from that. I would be swinging punches at that guy. But if you think Fred and McTominay and Matic in midfield will get Man United back to the heights of winning league titles, then you're living in cuckoo land.
And an incredible amount of money to be spent on that team to get them anywhere near where they feel as if they should be.
We don't know what to do with the ball, we don't know how to defend properly, we are conceding a lot of goals.
The first half was probably, or that is the worst we've played, and it's hard for me to explain why we played the way we did and we allowed them to get in our box.
If Ollie walked in here now, if Ollie walked in here now, I'd grab him by the and I go, why are you playing Fred? For all managers have to make their own decisions. They're walking to players day in, day out. I would look at him and go, why are you playing Fred in the middle of the park? Huge position for Manchester United.
And that's what goes on to the manager, and that's why
he has to take responsibility for that. I agree. I'm fuming here watching this game of football. I am staggered at Maguire, staggered at an international player can just get done like this. Cavani's always injured. He's 30 odd. You can't hang your hat on Cavani every week. I heard Maguire talking during the week. He was like a robot. He was like, apologies to the fans. Like no emotion behind it. I give up on these players. De Gea, right in half time. These are international footballers. I can't understand the defending. I give up.
Alive here. Balotelli.
See that? That's it dead. That's it dead.
Kumasi legacy, baby. Kumasi legacy.
Emma rather do school.
Rather what? Rather.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got a lot to think about when he's got a full squad.
Aubameyang is no captain, bro. Aubameyang.
That's what I'm saying.
Make a note of the date. May the 15th.
Okay, we're back again on FM. We've got the Grand Champ, CRC, and A Footy as usual. And
Good to be back.
We're back.
International breakover.
International breakover indeed. And it was followed by a very, very interesting weekend. Like always, there's no better place to start than at Old Trafford, Man United v Watford. Does anyone want to jump in straight into the deep end with what happened in the aftermath of that game?
Yeah, the Man United were away, but I know what you mean.
Oh, okay. They're away.
Yeah.
It might as well have been at Old Trafford.
Home on the way there, what's it called? Just like the Aussie soap that's been, I don't know if they still got it on Channel 5 anyway. Still on. Maybe it's been terminated as well, just like Ollie. But you have to really find out what is really happening at at Man United throughout the whole season. It's a real mess. Go on.
It's sacked Ole now, guys. So.
I know. We still have to talk about it there because it was maybe we will be saying it for quite a few episodes now. It's about 2-3 weeks too late. They should have sacked him when Conte was available. When Conte was available. And even though they say that Conte is a bit of a troublemaker, he's still in his prime, and he wins stuff. And he would have been a better fit for Man United because Man United have got much better players than Spurs, and they missed the trick there. Still, they were fools, the Glaziers, and now they will suffer the long pause there still with interim crap. And then Maguire, he was doing this for what's it called, England there, thinking that I scored a goal there against Albania and San Marino, and Roy Keane was right to say what utter nonsense. When you go back to, you've been doing rubbish for Man United throughout the whole season, and then when you do come back after international,
he tried to dribble with the ball. You don't have those levels.
Why go above your stations? That's what Eastwood would say. A man's got to know his limitations.
Definitely.
You're not Van Dijk. You haven't got that in your locker. You're rubbish. Even maybe more John Stones, but I'll let someone else take over Grand Champ.
I was going to say is a far cry from United talking about 24, 25 games of beaten away from home.
Oh, yeah.
And they were lauding the records and all sorts. But I just want to say, I don't know if we could go back to old shows, but I said signing Ronaldo was detrimental to United. He was never needed. And just like I saw the article today, Merson put on Sky Sports, the United style was based on counter-attack last season. That's all they played last season, counter-attack to the forward line. They've got Ronaldo. They can't do that. The adverse signing of Ronaldo, you look at Bruno Fernandes, his outputs, crazy. He's gone. And then even I think Ole tried to bench Ronaldo against Everton when he started him up on the bench. That didn't work. So he brought him back into the team because obviously he benched him and then he was an international. So there was no need for Ronaldo to be on the bench. Cut long story short, United are a mess. And I'm so glad. And now United fans will know what it feels like to be a proper supporter. Because all these years, all these glory years they've been enjoying, now they will know what it feels like to actually fight for stuff and support the team through thick and thin.
Yeah. You hear that?
Exactly.
He's gonna go back to the drawing board again. Like we're starting again. Is this a rebuilding phase again? Because you're gonna bring in we're gonna bring in a new management now. And what you've just mentioned, Grand Champ, Ronaldo is a problem. Do you understand? What is that new manager gonna do with Ronaldo?
I kind of disagree with the Grand Champ slightly in regards to Ronaldo.
He was disruptive.
He might not have been the player that Man United needed, as you guys have said in the past. They didn't need another striker, but Ronaldo has dug Oli out of many a mares already this season. In fact,
League, yes.
he would have been sacked a long time ago if not for Ronaldo.
No, but that's his job. That's Ronaldo's job is to score goals. So because he was digging Ole out of it,
he was scoring goals. He was scoring goals.
Also, you have to remember because we spoke about it on WhatsApp yesterday. Ronaldo and his agent done Man United a number by virtually blackmailing them on social media or sports outlets by saying, putting it out there, we're going to go to Man City. Either we're going to Man City or you sign us. If you're a so-called legend of Man United, why would you be saying that you're going to be going to to Man City? That's basically saying like, I'm going to Liverpool. That's nonsense. They should let him go.
Exactly. And the thing
money for them.
United at the summer didn't call Juve and said, how much for Ronaldo? Can we get Ronaldo back?
Nah.
Once they saw that, we can't let Man City, they're finishing above us in the league. We can't let them get our player, the best player in the world. We're going to get him in.
I don't agree. I will not have that Man United woes this season is because they signed Ronaldo. Rashford is dead. Cavani's injured every week. Varane or whatever his name. I said when they got him, he gets injured every other week. That's exactly what's happened. Maguire, 80 million. We've all said it. He's not worth that money. Luke Shaw has gone backwards to Mourinho days. Oh my God. Wan-Bissaka. Oh my God. Look,
he looks worse than he was at Crystal Palace.
And we haven't even talked about Fred and McTominay. And Matic coming back in.
No. Remember what I said? 2 weeks ago? I said that that if they knew that they're going to get Ronaldo, then they shouldn't have wasted the money on Sancho because they could have used that to get a defensive midfielder because the money had gone. The money, even though Ronaldo wasn't they didn't buy him for a transfer fee. The wages and the signing on fee and all that is messed up. And
Sancho was needed. Sancho was needed.
Yeah, it wasn't needed. As Grand Champ says, the style of football has changed. They have to accommodate Ronaldo to change their philosophy. They can't do that philosophy anymore. And they've gone backwards. Even though they've got a world-class player there, they've gone backwards. There was no need to go backwards. It's cost Oli his job.
Why did they buy
Ronaldo
Sancho?
was bought for shirt sales. It's
Why?
for business off.
For business. But
Yes.
he's still scoring, so he's doing more than what they bought.
Not in the Premiership, he's not.
Why did they buy Sancho? Sancho.
He was needed.
No. Did you know that
United need a winger? Maybe not
Yeah,
Sancho.
he was needed
but
for 2
United
years.
need
They're
a
chasing
winger.
him.
Exactly, they needed a winger.
All right,
United
go on,
wanted
FM.
wingers.
Go on, explain then.
Did you know that during lockdown, right? You're not allowed to go out and all that crap. Sancho left Germany to come and rave in UK in London with Abraham. He's young, his attitude's not quite right, and he's obviously falling flat on his face now. The guy, we said, the guy's confidence has been chopped to pieces. They
By
did not
who?
need him.
Pieces.
By Man United and Oli.
Man United, but
I'm
the thing,
saying that
he was still needed. His numbers at Dortmund, he was still needed. But United,
2 weeks ago, FM, you were laughing at Greenwood, saying that Greenwood can't cross.
He
Now
was
they've got
needed.
Sancho. You're saying
He was not
They
needed.
might as well have kept Daniel James.
that's what I said.
At least he scored a goal or 2 goals.
The old, what's it called, chat
He's
room.
crap. Danny James crap.
It gives them the pace there still. But there's too many problems there. Too many.
There's too many problems,
They say
bro.
many.
I'm
Many,
so
many,
happy.
many.
I'm happy we've mentioned
That's
it. Like
it.
we've mentioned players not playing well, and we've mentioned managers not playing well. Do you understand? That's just fantastic from all four of us. That's brilliant. And now let's just move on to the future, because I'm tired of what we're talking about. It's like I'm just looking.
You can't talk about.
Wait,
You can't move on to the future.
I'm just looking. I'm just looking
He's
again.
a Man United fan deep down, so he's trying to.
No, it's like I'm just looking at what we've just talked about in the last episode over and again. You understand? What I'm trying to say is, what is the next step for Manchester United now? What's the management?
Okay.
To find the top coach.
Right. What is wrong with Man United at the moment? They can't defend. Defensive woes, right? We're not gonna go too deep into it because we have brushed on it, like A-Footy said. The defense is awful. The keeper, although he's playing well this season, has been awful for many years.
Well, I wouldn't.
They brought in Heaton.
He has
been awful for many years.
He's been out of form there.
Only 2 years he's been out of form.
The last 2 years.
How can you be out of form for 2 years and still be Man United's number one keeper?
But wait. Right now,
Spain dropped him anyway.
DDG is performing right now. He's performing right now.
He should never have been given the chance.
He's performing. Before that, he's staying with the good shots, and then he's letting in howlers.
He's there to save shots, isn't he? He's in there to save shots.
First 4 years at United, or first 5 years, he was like the player of the season for 2 years in a row.
Yeah, he won it 5 years in a row.
You don't dismiss that.
You can dismiss it. You know why?
Not to me.
Because a player can lose his head and completely go crap.
The defense is crap. That's why he's leaking in shots like that. The defense is in front of him is crap. But Bailey's crap.
He's not helping himself as well anyway. But
he's constantly making mistakes there.
He would
constantly making mistakes. What else is wrong with them? They can't seem to string passes together there as well. They can't press. They try to press like Liverpool, do it against Liverpool. What did Liverpool do to them? They can't press. We've talked about that. We've talked about them trying to press.
They can't pass.
Wow.
The fullbacks now look like maybe pop in the bottom 3 or worse in the Premiership there, because there's nothing from them. There's no assists, nothing from the halfway line. When you look at Liverpool, we know about Liverpool already. We know about what's it called, Chelsea. No, you have to be truthful.
No, you have to be truthful.
What's it called?
Look, Daniel James, Cancelo, Trent Alexander-Arnold, they've all got something about them.
Reece James.
We've made that mistake before, haven't we?
That's the way it happens anyway. But the thing is, Man United's ones have gone backwards. AWB looks awful. We said it for quite a while. And the thing is, the problem for Man United, both fullbacks, and backups, they're rubbish. In any other team, possibly they would have been dropped by now. How can you tell me that that's a problem? That's a major problem at Man United. Oli was kept playing people that were totally out of form.
Yes, he was.
We touched on it. They tried to accommodate the crap players.
Maguire should have been dropped. Teller should have come in at left back. AWB should have been dropped, regardless of how Dalot plays for Portugal from time to time. So you could have brought him in.
I don't understand. That boy, he hardly gets any game time.
And Dalot had a bit of a reputation before he came to United. Now he's probably lost his way.
That's why they bought him.
Yeah.
So what's it called? They can't even blame Pogba because Pogba is injured anyway. So even though Pogba's had his own problems, Man United, there's numerous problems, and I don't even think it would be settled this season.
Van der Beek as well.
Man United not finishing in the top 4.
Van der Beek, all they said, he was going to get his time. The boy never had his time. He never started. When Fred and McTominay were doing crap, he never started him once. He never started him once.
I don't think that was a buy by him. Maybe that was Woodward.
Maybe
Woodward, whatever his first name is.
Yeah, maybe.
Both from upstairs. So because how he was treated when we saw how Man United's midfield was totally rubbish throughout the whole start of the season up to now, and you still can't start a game. My goodness, what does he have to do to get a game?
So it's not so much Ollie, the players, the board, and Man United is terrible.
Yes, everything.
The whole. I heard that the whole structure of Man United at the moment is rotten to the core. I heard on the radio that even Old Trafford is rotten to the core. As a stadium alone is rotten. It's not. You look at Spurs' new ground. You look at Arsenal's new ground, and you look at all these other grounds around the Premier League, and then you go Old Trafford. I heard it's rotten to the core.
Yeah, they said it's leaking.
It's just bolt on. They've just bolted this on. Bolted.
They said it's leaking. It's leaking. Rust. It's rusty.
The Glaziers are in America, and
they're taking
Malibu
money out. They're just taking money out anytime the share price goes up.
And they're making money.
Was bought, they took money out quickly.
And they're making money
on the share price.
Making money
reflects the team's performance.
But I mean, what's it
maybe
called?
the heaters and the showers are turned off for the.
Well, there you go. Still, maybe that's why they're shaking out there.
Making money, but they are giving money though, right? They are putting money.
Yes, they are. We can give that one. But the truth,
they are giving money. Wait, it's not just about giving money to buy players. Sometimes it's the structure behind the whole team that matters.
There's no structure.
The training ground apparently is one of the worst in the Premier League right now. They've done nothing since 1992, class of 92. When you go to the training ground, the facilities are awful, I'm hearing.
They say Carrington is turning to Darrington. It's blown him he blown them as well. Exposure live on what's it called?
Leaking. That's crazy.
You can't park Rolls Royces in estates in South London somewhere.
Wow.
You just can't. You can't do that. Then it's not going to work. Your wheels will get stolen.
They'll be gone. They'll be gone. You'll be on bricks.
The paint will get stolen. Scrape the paint off.
There'll be nothing left. It'll just be a shell. But plaudits, let's give plaudits to Watford where it's due still.
They were immense. They were great.
For us in here, the three of us, I don't know about A-Footy, but for three of us non-Man United fans, we didn't want Ollie to go, but we still have to say well done to Watford there and Claudio Ranieri, because it was still a shocking scoreline, but what's it called? Good result, a very good result for them. Very good result.
Even though Sarr wouldn't be taking no penalties no more.
Oh, no. After that nonsense there, it was a howler.
Anyone that good, like you said, good play Watford. Anyone that plays Manchester United has got a chance right now. I'm telling you.
That's why
there's no fear factor. Fear factor, home and away is gone. You score first against them, they're in trouble.
They're in trouble.
What's it called?
3 points. 3 points.
During Ranieri's interview, he said, I cannot lie, I'm happy. The guy was laughing his head off. Of course. Brilliant from Ranieri.
Dingly dong, whatever you call it.
Dingly dong. 70-year-old man was like joyous and bouncing, like, yeah, man.
Maybe he heard me when I said go to the grandkids. He said, shut up. CIC. That's why you're there and I'm there.
Brilliant as well.
Only can't even tie my laces.
Thank you. There you go.
Watford do blow teams as well. I think after Liverpool gave them that bashing, they've given Everton some good bashing. Now they give United as well.
We talked about
they've been sending fives and four all over the place.
Trying to stay up, you know. This is the time to fight for that spot.
Okay. I also heard, right?
Yeah.
When Ollie cleared his office, apparently on the tactics board, right, there was a list of plaudits where a list of plaudits was scrolled across the pitch diagram. It read, game management, simple and efficient. Do the simple things well and with pride. Go and do your magic. Play for the team. What a joker. Look at this guy. He probably copied out of Google somewhere.
Oh yeah, of course.
What a joke.
Whatever that war cry was, it fell flat on their faces.
It wasn't anything. It's got nothing on. Was it Braveheart?
Yeah,
Braveheart.
William Wallace.
William Wallace got nothing on
that's
that.
it. That's it.
Nothing on Gladiator.
Not even close.
Gladiator. Maximus Aurelius III.
That's what I'm saying. Are you not entertained?
There are some war cries and some very good.
Oh yeah, of course.
Very good talks that you can give to people to rouse them up to play.
But the thing is,
for the team.
One more thing is when you're what's it called, a player like a top player or even maybe like a Rashford or whatever. Yes, Solskjaer they say is a legend or whatever you want to call him at Man United. But when you're a player and you see him in the dugout or when on the training ground or in the changing room giving out instructions, you know that it's rubbish. That's why their minds are gone as well. There's no respect for him as a manager. Maybe as an ex-player and what he's done for Man United there still, but for me as a player, if I was a Man United player, what is that? That's what I'd be saying in my head. There's nothing there, Gov.
Because you and when you think about it, just to say what you're saying, he's only managed at Cardiff and Mold.
The CV is poor. The CV is awful.
I think after United, that's it.
Relegated Cardiff.
We ain't gonna hear from him anymore. I think we ain't gonna hear from him.
Not in the Premiership. That's it. It's all over.
It will be
he hasn't got enough knowledge.
He would have to go to that Denmark or something and do something and then come back or something. Or Norway.
Yeah. I know games.
But yeah, Denmark he can go as well still.
Those Scandinavian countries. Nice try.
So,
Sweden as well.
So as A Footy said, it will be a little bit of time for us to look forward after, Ollie's gone. But let's quickly, before we step forward with two steps, let's take one quick step backward.
More bash.
Moyes was there. Was he a good appointment for Man United? Very quickly. No way was.
You mean for them?
Moyes was not ready for Man United role. No effing way. Am I having?
He wasn't given no time.
He wasn't given any. He wasn't given any time. But was he right man for Man United? Big job like that coming from Everton.
He's good at Everton though.
Let him have a chance there because those chances don't come round.
Right.
Exactly. So I would say that if I was him, I take it. You take it if you're him.
Of course he would take it, but was he right for the job?
He would.
Why not? What's it called?
6 months.
Okay. Maybe you over.
I would say no anyway.
No way was Moyes ready for that job.
Well, for me, it was a decent one. They're still let him try his hand in a big team. They didn't help him. I think they only gave him a little bit of money, and that money he used on Fellaini.
I think the Fellaini signing was like, what is this nonsense there?
Yeah.
He signed the clown. You signed the clown to the club. Get out.
Yeah. But then they went down the route of other big managers. After
Moyes was Giggs. You forgot Giggs was in charge very briefly there.
Yeah,
that was always going to be a caretaker one anyway.
But he was still in charge. Just like now, we're going to list maybe Carrick and Fletcher. But we'll get to that. After that, Van Gaal did all right, didn't he? He won a cup. He won the FA Cup, I think.
He won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
He wasn't right though. He wasn't right.
His style was like
old school.
Old school with the clipboard. He's still got it there. He's still got it there for Netherlands.
Do you remember him lying on the pitch?
Yeah. You know that, talk about Van der Gaal, he blew himself the other day. He was riding with the Dutch players there and he fell off his bike and broke his hip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he's been training there in the, what's it called? In the
cabby.
Buggy or whatever.
The cabby thing, buggy, yeah.
But yeah, go carry on that FM.
He came to take a picture in a wheelchair with the team after all that as well.
Oh yeah.
After Van Gaal, we've got Mourinho. Was he a good appointment? Was he not good. Was he the right appointment for Man United?
Nah, because for me, Mourinho, as I said, when you did the rankings, what's it called a few episodes ago, weeks ago, he's past it.
That's a tough one.
It's past it. His stock is fallen. You take his shares out quickly.
I would say Mourinho was a good fit because he won how many things did he win? There been 3 trophies.
Yeah, he won the most out of those managers after Alex.
He won the Europa League. Yeah.
What other 3 trophies?
I think that's it.
What other trophies? It's just Europa League then.
I think he won the league cup.
He won the league? Oh no. Okay.
He didn't win no league cup. He didn't know. Remember, Man City have been winning that league cup for 4 or 5 years in a row. He didn't win no league. He didn't win no league cup.
He didn't win the FA
He only
Cup
won
either.
Europa. He only won Europa.
Let's not do too much.
No, he won 3 cups, but I just can't remember where.
Oh wow.
Maybe you're talking about Charity Shields.
Yeah, I'm right. In 2016, Mourinho was appointed as Man United manager and won the Europa League, the League Cup before City went on the run, and the FA Community Shield. So,
sorry,
I was right there. 3.
The Shield.
We'll give him that. He won the League Cup.
I don't know why people count the Community Shield or whatever you want to call it, Charity Shield, as a trophy. It's not a trophy, man. Come on, stop it.
It's something.
It's nothing.
Just because you're Liverpool and you're winning the league,
are you telling me FM?
It's something.
Are you telling me that if you didn't win nothing in the normal season, you're gonna come up and tell people boldly that you won the Community Shield before the season started?
You have to win something. You have to win something,
man.
Wait,
you have to be shameless. You have to be shameless to say that.
Is
you have to win something in the previous season for you to be in the Community Shield. So
sorry, it's rubbish, man. It's rubbish.
Wait. The Community Shield, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that played by the winners of the league and the FA Cup?
Yeah,
So Van Gaal won the FA Cup, didn't he? Van Gaal won the FA Cup.
Yes.
So Mourinho didn't win that. So he didn't get them to that. So let's not give him too much there.
That's a low blow.
That's it.
He still won the thing. He still won it.
It's like,
I'm sorry.
Someone else did all the work and then you come and win the Shield. Come on.
But for me, the Shield is rubbish. Why would you rate the Shield?
Anyway, I don't really care, to be honest.
Do you remember when Mourinho was sacked, right? I think they were still in the cup or something. And he said, what did he say about it was the Spurs.
Yeah.
I got them this far, and if he wins the cup, it's my cup because I got them this far. He said some crap like that, something like that.
It was sour.
You know, imagine to bring him on this show and ask him, who's the best manager after Alex Ferguson? He would probably say he's the best. He's won them 3 cups.
We hope Mourinho's watching there and subscribing. You're welcome to come and send us a message there, and you'll be free to come on and talk as much as you like. Respect.
A Footy, you are right in a way because percentage-wise, Mourinho had 58.3.
That's what I'm saying. He's the best.
After him was Solskjaer 54.2.
Solskjaer,
yeah.
And then Van Gaal 52.4, and then Moyes 52.9, and then
exactly. So Mourinho was the best thing that happened to them. I keep saying that. The thing, Mourinho
we can't let the show be dominated fully by them.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay, so going forward, they've sacked Solskjaer with no thought on who to take over. They could have sacked him at the beginning of the season. Well, at the end of the season. At the end of last season, and got someone in for pre-season. There was a few managers available at that point. To take over at the beginning of the season. They could have got rid of him 5 games ago and maybe have got Conte in before he went to Spurs. And now I'm hearing maybe Poch is their favorite guy, and Poch wants to come back to the UK.
But even if that's true, it's gonna be hard to be done because of compensation and stuff. But if that's gonna happen, it's not gonna be happening during the season.
No, that
will happen. In the summertime or whatever.
So basically, Man United have written this season off.
Well,
there will be no league. There will be no cups.
Ronaldo gets older.
There'll be no top 4. They'll be even lucky to make top 6. If they have Fletcher and Carrick leading the team for the rest of this season, wow.
And Mike Phelan, the useless old horse.
The same people who are under Ollie.
Thank you.
Wow.
They have no plan.
I think they couldn't. I think the problem is normally when you sack sometimes when you normally sack people, you normally sack their whole coaches as well. But I think because there's no Carrick and those other people were there before him, that's why I think they kept him. And because obviously also, if they sacked them, as well, they're finished.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They've got no backup plan. They've got no backup plan.
Anyway,
they've got no backup plan. That's the reason why.
Let's just sit back and watch more of the story unfold.
Wow.
There's no backup plan on United.
Man United are clubbing a big mess.
I'm sorry, they're talking about Zidane as well, like he's going to learn English. Nothing against Zidane or nothing like that, but honestly, I don't want a manager that can't speak English to manage Manchester United.
I spoke about meeting manager already.
Who cares if he can speak English? The guys won three Champions Leagues back to back. Come on.
But the thing is, he doesn't want to come in away.
Wake up.
Slap him like that.
Zidane's waiting for the French job after the World Cup. There, he doesn't want to come in middle season anyway.
He doesn't want to come middle season. He probably doesn't want to come to
and he wants the French job after Deschamps.
That's why he's learning English. That's why he's actually learning English.
He's not learning no English. Maybe he's learning English to say that I'm not interested.
Exactly. That's a blow. Exactly.
If they get Zidane, I'll be afraid because
I
don't care what the guy.
I'm sorry,
says.
I won't be afraid. Zidane's good, but he can't work miracles with that defense.
Do you know how many league titles Zidane won at Real Madrid?
Yeah, I mean,
he's gonna spend. He's gonna need to spend.
Zidane only won one league title at Real Madrid.
Who cares if you're winning the Champions League? I've heard people playing dream team who have multiple teams saying, "I don't care if I finish last as long as I win."
Yes.
Win the Champions League. Who cares about?
My point is, Zidane at United wouldn't help them in the league. They're still going to do the same thing.
I don't think
what's it called? Yeah,
it's a cost challenge. They ain't going to do nothing at United.
Anyway, we can't allow the show to be fully dominated there by Man United. I'm sure some of these Man United subscribers, they're even crying already before this episode comes out.
Okay. All right, let's move on very quickly.
Yep.
We'll start at Leicester hosting Chelsea. They're losing 3-0. Expected to score. I think we all predicted that score, that result anyway.
But the thing is, they've lost their way. Leicester. I think they haven't won in all competitions. It's 6 matches now. We've been talking about Leicester quite a while.
I've been saying it.
But the defense is awful. There's no pace, especially in the centre-backs positions. And then another thing is, there's too much. It's a bit like Ollie. There's too much faith in Vardy. Why does Vardy have to start every Premiership game? Last season's top goal scorer, Iheanacho, is sitting warming the bench.
Bringing him on last 20 minutes and stuff. I think as well, he's stuck up as well with these sort of wingers with hardly any output. You've got Lukman, Dakar, all these guys. They're not bad.
Dakar's a striker.
He's a striker, but the thing is, in this system, he's playing them on the wings.
Yeah.
He's not really playing these. He's just got Vardy as the primary main guy. And for me, he's lost his way, I think, Brendan Rodgers, because I think him getting into Europe, he's signed a lot of players.
Winning FA Cup and stuff. Maybe it's the old saying, he's taking them as far as he can.
That's it. Brendan Rodgers reminds me of that Liverpool when Benitez was there before. Like, it was trying to build things, buying all these little players, trying to gel them in. He's just reached his limit now with that team.
I think so.
That's what it is.
I'll just go back very quickly. Daka did not play against Chelsea.
No. I'm just saying he just bought a lot of players, not really improved the team.
He bought Daka as a replacement for Vardy. But yet, Daka scores 4 goals in a game and he's on the bench. But too much faith in Vardy. The guy's old now. We all know what Vardy can do, but he's getting there. In fact, what should be happening is Daka should be starting and Vardy coming in for the cameo to get a goal. But he's doing it the other way. Or you
change the formation and play both of them if needs be. If he's too afraid to drop Vardy, play.
Change your formation and play Iheanacho because he was top scorer last year.
That's what I'm saying. The treatment is poor. The treatment is poor from from Rodgers there. But going to Chelsea now, they've got the machine back running there in full capacity there still because they messed up the 2 weeks ago against Burnley, having like up to 25 shots and only scoring 1 goal. But they were much better in this game. It was one of their better games this season there. But
great goal from Ngalo.
Oh yeah, that's definitely there still.
Do they need Kaku back? Do they need
That's what I was trying to say. Like,
you're still needed anyway, still because they're
scoring.
Yeah, you don't pay that kind of money there. He has to pay. But yeah, they've got the machine back running there still.
I just love the
defense is so tight.
Yeah, I love that defensive unit. Like we've been talking about Man United.
Proper defenders. They know what teams like Chelsea. They know what the game plan is.
Yeah.
A proper world-class manager or top manager, and he knows what he's doing on the training grounds.
But last week,
on the board or whatever.
You said it was world class last week when we're doing
that's why I quickly said top manager. There you are.
He said world class.
That's it. I did it in the same sentence quickly. But anyway, they've got themselves back. They got themselves back winning, and good luck to them anyway. But
quick one, Rudiger.
Few games.
Rudiger is struggling with the contract. Is it like
he's not the only one? He's not the only one. There's three. There's three of them. Aspilicueta is out of contract. Christensen's out of contract, and Rudiger's out of contract. So there's three of them. Aspilicueta not too bad because of his age, but the other two, I think the problem with Rudiger he said he wants on par with Lukaku. That's a bit too much.
No,
he's the best defender though.
I'm sorry, you can't be having money. You can't be having the same money as Lukaku.
He probably won't get the Lukaku wages, but I think the wages I heard that he's on is shockingly poor.
Yeah, they're poor.
Shockingly poor for a top guy.
The best defender.
It's shocking. I think he's on 160 or something like that, or some. It was lower than that. It was
160.
To us is a lot, but to these footballers,
to Chelsea's level, that's a lot.
That's still a lot there. That's what he's on. It's still a lot there. Yeah. I thought FM was going to say about 90,000 or something.
If he's on 90,000, you're absolutely blown. There are kids at 18 getting more than 90,000. He's blown himself. Whoever got him that contract.
Anyway, it'd be interesting out of the three of them, if they can sign which one of them will stayed or get a new contract or agree to a new contract. But we'll move on anyway to the next game.
If Chelsea were clever, they'll sign Rudiger and let the other two go. But like you said, moving on. Stevie G at Villa got his.
Oh yeah, I mean it was a decent game. Villa really, I mean, I think for about 80 something minutes of that game there, Villa were not that great. What's it called? We have to be truthful. But when you get
a win's a win, isn't it?
It's true.
When you win, you win.
Possession was like 30 to 60.
But they were poor there. But Brighton do that. Brighton is like a fake, what's it called, Man City. They have a lot of possession, but they haven't got the same quality there. So anytime you play Brighton, especially a team like Aston Villa, you're not going to have the possession there. But as FM says, and I said, at the end of the day, what was the 4-time score? It was a worldly goal from Watkins there still. Brilliant there to get the win there. And you can't get better than that. Because obviously they had lost.
Mings as well.
Oh, yeah. Definitely what's it called, Mings there still. And they had lost, before that, they had lost 5 in a row. So, and they kept the clean sheet. That's even more important as well. So good luck to them. Brighton are shaking as well.
Do you know what I'm looking forward to? Yeah, it's Steven Gerrard, Steven G's signing. Who is he going to bring into this team? What kind of players is he going to attract?
They spent all the money now. They spent all the whole money on Grealish.
They're not going to give him too much here. They're not going to give him too much.
I'm just looking at the kind of players. You understand? Like, I'm very excited just to see.
He might go and raid Rangers, even though he's already disliked already. They blew themselves Rangers yesterday in the semi-final. They lost 3-1.
3-1, yeah, that's it.
To make it sweeter for Stevie G, he won on his first game, and the team that he left lost to Hibernian
in the semi-finals of the cup.
Yeah, blown himself Rangers.
If he might be knocking on your door, be calling club like, "Hey, what players you got for me on loan?"
No.
Not as good as Stevie Gerrard is. I think it will be extremely difficult for him to attract top players.
Of course,
they'll say, "Who are you? Who are you? We know you're a good player, but who are you?"
I think he might do what Vieira's done. Yeah. He might do a loan signing from Liverpool. So he might get one of the guys at Liverpool. Maybe Chamberlain. Maybe he might get like a loan signing across. But I don't think.
Why would Klopp do that for him? What did he do for Klopp?
He's a Liverpool legend. He's got some sort of
legend there. Let's not do too much there. Anyway,
but Liverpool,
let's
got
quickly move along there before you try and finish Stevie there.
Burnley 3, Palace 3. What a game!
Wow, what a game! It was like this. It was Cornet.
Top finish.
Oh yeah, what a finish! One of the best goal of the weekend. It's between that and Cancelo, but what a finish there still.
Not Cancelo.
But once again, yeah. I mean, Palace are doing very well under Vieira. The problem for Palace there, even though they're in great form, is just that they give too much chances to the opposition there. This is a game really they should have won. And Benteke, even though he's got Benteke scoring now regularly, like the old days when he was at Aston Villa. But Benteke, if you watch any of these Palace games there, he has about 5 or 6 good chances. I know he scored 2 there, but he could have walked away with another. He could have walked away in this game with a hat trick. Previous games with at least 2 or 3 there. The misses are so simple as well.
Let's just be grateful the guys he's found. He knows how to net now. This guy for 3 years. This guy for 3 years had about 6 goals and still got his contract.
Now he's almost equaled that.
Now he's actually doing his numbers.
Oh yeah, it was a good result there. I think I think 2 weeks ago, possibly 1 or 2 of us said a draw there anyway, and maybe it's one said a away win there. But Burnley are still fighting for their lives, so it's good to see for Burnley anyway and their fans that they're still fighting there where they are in the table. So that was a good point for them.
Yeah, I think. Afoot, you want to say something?
Crystal Palace are just testing their waters right now. They're just enjoying football, attacking football, just scoring goals. They're not even thinking about defense right now, That's what's going on with them.
They ain't got a place to defend, though. Who's the no defender at Crystal Palace?
That's what I'm saying. They're just testing their waters and just going for goals.
And they're talking about that. You just reminded me there, A-Footy, quickly, just about 20 seconds. VAR, and I don't know what the officials were doing in that game there when, is it Anderson or whatever his name is, the Danish or whatever Scandinavian player pulled down the striker. Should have been a red card there. It was shocking. Yeah, sorry.
I didn't see that. I missed that.
Yeah, it was a shocking decision or non-decision anyway. It was a game changer. Yeah. Burnley, I think, would have gone on to win it, but that's how it goes.
Okay, next game, another 6-goal thriller, Newcastle and Brentford. Our good old friends, Newcastle, getting a point again.
You did ask a question on the on the snippet, episode there, or the snippet. Newcastle fans, watch it, and what are you going to do? Once again, Newcastle defensively are a joke. They're defensively a joke. But one thing that A-Footy picked up on, at least Newcastle are scoring. But how can you tell me that you played 12 games and you are still one of the I think you're maybe the only team
in
England that has yet to win a game.
Yeah.
And I keep saying, did these owners pick the right time to buy the club? Because I keep saying that.
I don't think so.
Because where's the wins coming from?
You've actually convinced me. I don't think it's the right time. Maybe they should have waited to January, see where they were in the league, and then see the combine.
Because
West Ham or something.
That's it. Because the thing is, Eddie Howe, if you look at it, Eddie Howe, even when he was at Bournemouth, they were not known for sturdiness in defence. They were leaky in defence. So I don't think that's not going to be changing. So for me, they're in big trouble there. Big trouble.
Speaking about Bournemouth, Eric, I know we never touched deep into the championship. They blew themselves losing to Derby the other day.
Oh yeah,
Derby had been deducted 15 points or something.
There were
0 points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 0 points.
What's it called? They lost 3-2 there to Rooney's team there. Still, it was a shocking. That finished quite a few acculations. I think the Man United one ended it early already anyway.
Some people would have been ripping it up already.
Oh yeah, it was already over.
Why would you put United on your accumulator? That's stupid.
No, but you would have thought. Are you telling me you 2 weeks ago you said Man United was winning this game?
I said that 2 weeks ago.
Big up championship.
I don't think so. You have to show me evidence there.
Oh yeah. Anyway, it's easy.
Or George
It's
Dredd
on
there, coach.
YouTube, mate. It's on YouTube, bruv.
Or should I say George Dredd there?
Evidence.
It's been
And
falsified.
Spotify.
It's
It's some quite a few places there.
I'm above the law on this one.
There you are.
Next game, Norwich, another win. 2-1
Oh, yeah.
against Southampton.
Well, what's it called? Back-to-back wins there still.
I was
New manager.
Yeah, and they played a more positive team. They brought Gilmore into the side. So
Gilmore had a poor game.
No, but he was needed. When you watch Norwich,
still something anyway.
You need him. You need a player with more flair, but a bit of ability. Because if you're a crap team, there's no point just defending and trying to be solid. Just go for it, man. Just play attacking football, and you could win games.
And he brought back Cantwell. Even though
Cantwell as well. Exactly.
He was stopped at half-time. Maybe he had a poor game as well. Because I was at work, so I didn't get to watch Norwich. Then again, I'm sorry, Delia Smith. I don't watch Norwich anyway. But the Canaries are still singing a good song there, and that was a good start for Dean Smith, who, even though he was under pressure himself because he came there, even though that previous club, he was coming there with a lost mentality because he had lost 5 of his last games there, even though it was a previous club. But it was a good turnaround, and most importantly, they're off the bottom, aren't they?
Yeah, Newcastle bottom.
There you go.
Brilliant from
me. Southampton blew themselves because if you're Southampton, even though Southampton were in a bit of decent form, you're looking at where we're going to get 3 points, and that should have been it, and that blew it.
Dean Smith, brilliant from him to get sacked last week, and then this week straight into another job.
I don't know how you do that though.
Brilliant from him.
Like I think
the pressure. How does he undo all that kind of thing?
It's easy. Once you see that you got your £6 million payment into your bank account there from Villa,
and then you get
thank you very much.
And then you get another pay packet sign on.
There you are.
Brilliant. Wow.
Brilliant. Christmas is gonna be good, man.
There you go.
Dancing in front of my dad. It's a good bonus. Actually, a good bonus for him.
Party in Norfolk, wherever it is.
Next game, Wolves. They're motoring on, another win against West Ham.
What's it called? Good for them as well. And I think that West Ham, maybe they got a bit too excited and the bubbles got popped.
No.
And Wolves are a bit bogey team for them anyway still. Yeah.
Popped. He's not popped. They're fourth in the league. I just feel like...
I know when I say popped, I mean excitement of champagne. You beat Liverpool. You beat Liverpool.
Talking about top 4, and was talking about top 4.
That's what I'm saying.
They're still on course.
And they're thinking that now. But then again, what's it called? As I said, go back to 2 weeks ago, what people had for that prediction. But good for Wolves anyway, because Wolves this manager's gone under the radar. What's it called? Because I'm trying to find out his name there still. This manager.
We don't know how to pronounce his name. It's the 16th episode.
Yeah. Bruno Lange or whatever.
No, it's Bruno Lage.
Bruno Lage. He's gone under the radar, and he's doing a very good job. Look at them. They're 6 in the table.
Yeah. They started poorly as well.
They did.
That's what I'm saying. He was under pressure, but what's it called? Once Jimenez started scoring and getting his performances back, that's helped as well. Yeah. Even though the Asian player that's been scoring is a big help as well.
He's been a good sign.
He doesn't even play him anymore. Hardly there still. Let me just.
The mind's gone. The mind's gone.
Yeah,
the mind's gone for Charlie.
I think he's gone either in the summer or definitely in the summer. He's gone. Let alone before that.
Yeah. Just to say the Asian player's name is Hwang Hee-chan. By the way,
there you are.
Just in case you were struggling to pronounce it there.
What I was going to say Hee-chan anyway.
Well, I said Wang. That's what I said. Wang.
Oh,
Well, yeah, very good from them, and to shut out West Ham and keep Antonio in their pockets. Very good from them.
After a brilliant goal in for Jamaica there.
Hold on a second. West Ham spent 100K trying to fly him back with a private jet for this game.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I was shocked at that, but what's it called?
Put him on a jet quickly to make the game.
But even though the jet lag is still there, even though you're in the it's still there, but they blew themselves there. It was a game that I'm sure on paper they at least didn't think they were going to lose.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have the centre back now. Ogbonna, centre back.
Definitely.
They're going to struggle a little bit, I think, with that.
Oh yeah.
They need a striker as well.
The player that they bought, was it Valage or Vasage or whatever? He's been a poor signing, and they spent a bit of money on him. He's always on the bench there. Nicola Valage or whatever. He's been rubbish.
He's meant to be a good player, but I don't know what's
even when he plays in Europa, he's crap.
He doesn't like for Croatia. He's all right. He's decent.
All right, let's get to the game now. CIC's been waiting for since the start of the show. Liverpool putting Arsenal to bed 4-0. Go on, let loose. Let loose.
It was, you know.
Wow, your sound's gone there.
I think we gone.
Okay, he's back. He's back.
I was never gone anyway. But what I was going to say is that what we said 2 weeks ago, Arsenal have been in very good form there. Because I think it was 10 unbeaten or something in all competitions. And
definitely.
We were saying that this would be the real true test because it's up against one of the big boys of the Premiership.
We always lose to Paul.
You got Liverpool, you got City, and you got Chelsea. I know they beat Leicester a couple of weeks ago, but this was a true test. I mean, in the first half, Arsenal were decent. They played well, decent and stuff. Because Liverpool normally they come out firing at home, and Liverpool a bit sleepy and stuff there still. But we did get the goal for Mane, even though before that Ramsdale was making some very good saves there. But the goal that Mane scored, if you're an Arsenal fan and even Ramsdale,
it was a mistake. He should have saved it.
I don't know. He goes on to that.
No, it's poor. If for me, I'm happy that Mane scored. But if that was Alisson, I would have said that's poor goalkeeping.
I was disappointed. I was disappointed with that.
I wasn't.
Poor goalkeeping.
I wasn't.
That was tough. It wasn't tough. It was poor goalkeeping.
It was headed to the floor. It was headed to the ground. And he bounced.
Yeah. But
when you headed to the ground and the bounce,
you push it. Once you get your hand to it, push it wide.
The tip. It wasn't strong enough. He tried.
Yeah, that's why it was poor goalkeeping.
Anyway, I was just gonna say this. Like I've been telling all Arsenal fans and FM 2 weeks ago when they were saying Arsenal will win and blah blah blah. For me, in the 10 games Arsenal have played, we played the only 2 tests that we had. We played a Spurs side who are crap right now. We played a Leicester City team in disarray. The other teams are teams that you expect Arsenal, regardless, to beat in Norwich, Watford. Okay, maybe we drew with Brighton. We struggled against Brighton. So all of these wins were against teams that was expected. When we finally came against Liverpool, I didn't expect us to beat Liverpool, I'll be honest. But boy,
it's a draw possibly.
But possibly a draw. But even at least lose that game respectfully, like 4-0. Well, now we're back on -4 goal difference.
What you have to ask, what's it called, is why did Arteta wake up the Lions with his behaviour on the sideline?
That was the turning point in the game
because the crowd was quiet.
Yes, once he done that, Liverpool woke up, and the Arsenal players, I didn't see no reaction. And every time, I don't know, FM, if you know, as an Arsenal fan, you've noticed this. Watch when Arsenal concede and look at Aubameyang's face. He's the first guy. His head drops the first. I don't know why he's
the captain. As you said, we said that earlier in the season. He's no captain.
He's no captain, bro.
He's not. When Arsenal concede, it's like that. He has his hand on his hips like this, and he's like that straight away. Every time. Like Lacazette shows more passion.
You know that Nuno Tavares or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
that guy.
He's terrible.
No,
the amount of mistakes that he made in that game that led to a goal. Oh my goodness!
And he was making noise. He was making noise earlier in the week. He was saying that. He was saying that. What's it called? I'm ready. Arsenal and myself are ready for Liverpool. And then you go and put on a horror show like
performance
that.
Like that. The amount of mistakes that he made, the amount of times he lost the ball.
FM. I think everybody now are quick to throw this gun underneath the bus now. We've seen the reaction now. I felt against one of the best players in the world right now, against Salah. He actually had a good game. Once he made that mistake, then
you mean he had a good first half? You mean?
Yes, a good first half. I'm saying,
and that was it.
Once he made a mistake, then everything that spiraled after on was just awful because now we're 2-0 down. We're going out for more for it. I would say he was bad, but I'll tell you, that game, our centre midfield was poor. Partey non-existent, and Lokonga showed his night. He was just giving.
He lost the ball. He lost the ball so many times.
So many times in dangerous positions. And for me, the problem that game, Jota was picking that ball in midfield easy. Mane in the midfield easy. Salah in the midfield easy.
Did you see what Jota did to White there?
Oh yeah.
And then Maguire.
There was no need. My back.
Even I had to laugh when I saw that. It was just too good for Jota.
You don't dive like that. You don't dive like that.
And this was a good time. This was a good time to play Liverpool. Liverpool had quite a few injury problems, especially in midfield. There still.
Salah was a bit.
I know what you're saying. It's a good time to play Liverpool.
Mane was doing those little niggly ones. Mane is looking like those. Mane is a bit dirty these days, you know.
Yeah.
Mane is a bit dirty these days. I have to admit that I like Mane, but he was doing the little leftovers. That's what caused the
pace there. He made your what's it called, your right back there look like sushi again. He couldn't even get back.
Look,
running as well. Running.
You guys have all said it. Yeah. Look, Arsenal have lost to the big boys. You understand? Like that's against
boys. Only won Premier League in 30. Lost.
You understand? They haven't been in top
boys,
four.
Know yourself there still. You're quiet there. When did you last win it there? Keep quiet.
They haven't even been in top
30 years.
In the last year now, do you understand? So they've
how long is it, A-Footy?
Over a year now, they haven't been in top 4.
No, I mean, I'm talking about when did Arsenal last finish in the top 4? It's been about 5 years, isn't it?
But anyway, they've got a long way to go. So they're still building, but there was never gonna beat that Liverpool team. Liverpool was so strong. Come on.
Arteta and Klopp in the ring. Who will win?
Oh, it's Klopp.
Klopp will live.
Klopp's mouth.
Klopp will be.
Rocky Balboa. Rocky.
Klopp wins that one. Even though Arteta done something where Klopp shouted at him, then he jumped and done something like that. I don't know what he was doing. I'm thinking
Arteta could be like Vega from Street Fighter. There could be like jumping.
Nah.
He was. That was my favorite character, Street Fighter.
I think what's it called? Arteta was doing that for the camera as well. It's those ones where hold me back. If you don't hold me back, I'm gonna do you. But in reality, if we had let him go there, he would have been knocked.
Remember, Arteta was a little feisty back in the day. He was a little dirty player.
He was ready to fight.
Don't underestimate the German there because he's old.
Who's Klopp anyway? What's Klopp physically? That's all it is. Maybe Arteta would have eaten him alive.
You can see that Klopp does the 3 punches at the end. So don't.
Oh yeah, he's always like that when Liverpool losing it.
There you are.
But good thing that at the end of the game they both embraced and
Oh yeah, that's it. As both managers said, especially Arteta, what happens on the field stays there, and that's the end of it.
Not like the Lampard one, and it spiraled over. But anyway, at the end of the day, Arteta should just relax anyway, because once he's done that in the game, as Arsenal
the Liverpool crowd up.
I saw that. I was like, oh wow,
it was a poor. If he could go back in time, he would have kept quiet.
Yeah, but remember, we're talking about we need managers with passion. So
definitely,
it's good. It's good for the fans.
Anyway.
But it's good for the fans, especially Liverpool fans, but it's not good for Arsenal fans. And again, we pay the price for it.
For me, Arsenal, they should just say that was a bad day at the office. We normally lose at Liverpool. In the last, what's it called? I think about 6 or 7 fixtures.
2012. We won this in 2012.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the thing is, you've conceded 22 goals against Liverpool in that time, and only scored 4. There's always routes.
Yeah. I've already told you,
it's expected that Liverpool beat Arsenal, especially at Anfield.
No, Arsenal and Manchester United are twins. They're twins. They're both identical.
I'm sorry. Arsenal are better than United at the moment. Sorry.
You're going to say Arsenal is better than United? You shouldn't even be saying that right now.
They're better than United at the moment. I'm sorry. I could say that.
Oh yeah, they are easily. But move on to Sunday, is it?
Yeah, move on to Sunday's game. City destroying Everton, schooled them 3-0.
Standard.
Once again,
I put the right scoreline. I said 2 weeks
ago.
ago.
The correct scoreline.
I said 3-0. I said 3-0.
Brilliant.
But we'll check one anyway. But yeah, well done. For me, what's it called? Everton, the injury problems. What's it called?
Continues.
Is a major stuff there because Godfrey, I think, went from left back now he's playing that centre back because Holgate was injured.
He's the best.
We said it. We said
So
it.
I'm thinking of
We said
bringing
it.
across the back line
We said
again.
it.
There.
Well, now that Damari Gray's injured, maybe he'll play right.
There
wing.
you are on left of midfield. For me, not Newcastle, Everton are in big trouble. But what do you get if you've only spent 0.8 million in the summer? Because of FFP, they're not, because of previous and Ancelotti and other managers spending way above their means. FFP have stepped in and they're not allowed to spend. They only can spend small amounts. And the thing is, how long will Benitez be given? Because I think they've not won in 5 now in the Premiership there still. There's only so much you can talk about injuries there still, where you need some kind of result there. Maybe a draw at least. They're in trouble, Everton.
I think they'll be crazy to get rid of Benitez.
They haven't won in 7 games. They've had 2 draws and 5 defeats.
See, so they're crazy. I know what you're saying. Thank you for those stats there, Grand Champ. FM, what's it called? You say crazy, but all it needs is a little thing because originally the fans don't like him anyway.
I know, true.
Yeah, but he started off brilliantly.
But I'm with FM. I'm with FM. They'll be crazy to get rid of him. Look at the midfield against City. Gray, Golden.
Alan.
Who else did they play?
It was ridiculous. I'll check for you.
Isn't it Alan?
Alan,
Gordon, Allen, Delph, and Gray.
That's it. Ex-City player.
Against Man City, you got no chance. Even against Arsenal, you got no chance.
Especially with a team that's got so much agility in the midfield. Like
I bet you,
it's crazy.
I bet you Delph got injured in that game. The guy's
Guaranteed.
absolute brittle bones, Delph.
No more waste, you know. It's just beautiful the way Man City play this force 9. Like I saw the match of the day, these guys were all talking about the way they play. You know, it's deep down. It's just down to the flexibility they've got with individual players. They can move anyhow they want. It's just
in the Premiership. In the Premiership, that works, but in Champions League, it doesn't work there. Still, they can get to maybe quarterfinals or semi-finals. That's where they need it.
They're still a top team with that.
No. Oh yes.
Can I just say this?
Not.
Can I say sorry, AY? Can I just say this though? Cancelo is playing like KDB these days for Man City. You see the bar.
Side of the right foot there.
And it's one of those ones, as you saw, all Sterling needs, or whoever the players who's coming onto it, all you need to do is direct. You know, they just touch it like what Sterling did, and and it's brilliant. And
it's a quick question. Just very, very, very quick.
I was gonna say, I know what you're gonna ask.
Yes, you know my brain.
Cancelo TL.
Who would you pick? Who would you pick?
I know you're gonna say that.
Cancelo, Trent.
I know you're gonna say that. I knew I was gonna say that.
Cancelo, Trent, or James? Quickly. Cancelo, Trent, or James?
Cancelo all day long.
Wow.
Arnold.
Brilliant.
I'm picking Cancelo because of his.
I'll pick Cancelo because he can play on the left as well. The guy's brilliant. The
guy is too good, man.
The guy is good.
It's true.
When you're making passes like that, KDB, the guy in midfield in that position, for you to have that vision to make a pass like that in midfield. Wow.
That's why he's not trying to play that force 9 nonsense, because any of those guys can play the pass or score the goals. Next week you'll probably see Cancelo scoring goals.
Cancelo's
look at Rodri's power driver. What a finish.
Oh yeah,
pick that one out. Pick that one out.
All right. Partey should be watching Rodri because Partey, every time for Arsenal, takes 4 or 5 shots from distances.
They're all going Rosette.
Now.
All right, last game of the weekend. Spurs getting Conte's first win at Leeds. Spurs ground 2-1.
Spurs were breaking records there. They had gone, I think 5 halves without getting a shot on target there. They finally broke. They finally just a bit like London buses. You wait so long for a shot, and then quite a few shots come in, and they also got the win there still. But for me, the result is what counted really there still. I mean, the second goal was a bit lucky there with the Dyer.
It was a lucky one, Reguilon,
yeah. But at the end of the day, he needed to get them back winning and even scoring. So well done to them.
They're not really. You look at Spurs now. Son and Kane are gone completely now. Son has been affected. They finished. Son, Kane, Ali, Mora, Bergwijn, Lo Celso. Geez, the whole attack is nothing from that.
It's going to take a little while for them to get the manager's philosophy across. As long as they keep getting the wins, then Conte will be happy.
One goal in 12 games or whatever.
The philosophy right now is to get them going, drive and passion. You know, you can see Conte on the touchline. You see the way his movement alone. That's what scares players and get them to the game. That's what it is.
Apparently, he's banned ketchup. And
that's what this guy.
They need to get fitter.
You know these managers always come up with these stupid gimmicks, but let's quickly move on there.
Okay, that was our last game. Does anyone want to run us very quickly through the Champions League games?
Well, we got I was going to say on tomorrow we got a big game there for Man United away to Villarreal. What's it called? It's a tricky game there. Villarreal not in great form themselves there still. I think it'd be a draw myself. What do you think?
Yeah, they're going away, so I think they're going to lose.
Okay. What about you, A40?
I'll go for a draw.
I say
Grand Champ.
I say United win.
Okay,
new manager's gone, new system.
Okay. Another big game there for the English side. Chelsea versus Juventus there. I think it's going to be a tight game. I see Chelsea just scraping it there, possibly there. Maybe 1-0 or 2-1.
Yeah, Chelsea for me.
Draw.
Footy?
Chelsea lose.
Score draw.
Wow.
Score draw.
Okay, so that's at least 3 there. So moving on to on to Wednesday there, because we're just going to pick the English games there. And Liverpool Porto, I think Liverpool should win that, even though they might rest players there because they've already qualified there. But Liverpool win.
The whole 11 will get changed.
It's at Anfield, so I think he's going to want to please the crowd. So
you don't risk injuries. There's no need to play those players.
A40, what are you going for?
Going for a draw.
All right, Grand Champ.
Liverpool win, but boring game.
Then. Cool. And then quickly over to the super rich Man City versus PSG there. I think I'm going for City win.
Is it City PSG thing?
Yeah, City versus PSG. I'm going for City win.
I'm going PSG.
Okay. A40?
City win.
Okay. And then Grand Champ.
That's a tough one, I'll probably say, wow. What was they lost last game? I'll probably say City. Yes. Yeah, City win. No, draw.
All right. Quickly going to go to the weekend's games there. Arsenal versus Newcastle. I'll go for Arsenal win.
Arsenal win 2-1.
A40?
Yeah. Arsenal win.
Okay. Palace versus Villa.
Whoa. Villa win, actually.
Draw.
I think a draw.
I'm going for draw as well.
Okay.
What Villa?
No, Villa away.
Oh, draw.
Okay. Liverpool, Southampton. Liverpool home win.
Liverpool.
Yeah, home win.
Yeah, Liverpool home win.
No, actually, I'm going to go Southampton.
What? You're joking. I think you're joking anyway.
Monday. Hey.
Yeah. Norwich informed singing Canaries. Norwich versus Wolves.
Draw.
You're saying a draw? I think I think Wolves get away win.
Cool.
A40?
I'll go for Norwich win.
Okay, Grand Champ.
That's a draw. So it's the same time.
Brighton versus Leeds.
Brighton win. Win.
I think Brighton get back to winning ways.
Leeds are in trouble, man.
They are.
Yeah, they're in trouble, definitely. Quickly moving on to Sunday. There's a few games on Sunday. Brentford versus Everton. We know about the Wolves coming off Brentford there. But I'm going for a Brentford win.
Going for a draw.
Wow, that's like your sixth draw.
There you go, draw specialist.
That's like your sixth draw.
Burnley Spurs. I'm going for Spurs just to scrape it.
Draw.
Spurs to scrape it.
Spurs.
Okay. Then we got Leicester versus Watford.
Ooh, draw.
I think Leicester win. Leicester win.
7 draw.
Score draw. It's different. It's a different kind of draw there.
Man City versus West Ham. I'll go for Man City.
Man City.
Man City, yeah. Man City 2-1.
And then the biggest game on the weekend or that day, Chelsea Man U. Chelsea win.
Chelsea.
I'm gonna go for a draw,
You sack your manager.
A40.
And
Chelsea win.
A40. I got before FM. Sorry?
Chelsea win.
Okay, go on FM.
So just very quickly, you sack your manager and you go Chelsea next with no new manager to come in.
I think maybe they're just doing that. Maybe they're doing it as a free hit. That's how it goes. What's it called? If you get anything, what's it called? It's a bonus. If you don't, we expect you to lose. So,
but
I hope everyone enjoyed our show there.
Definitely.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Welcome back. As usual, do you want to send us out this time, Grand Champ?
No, I wasn't prepared. I didn't read my script.
It's all right. It's all right. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow.
Like, subscribe, and do the right thing. Leave some comments on there, guys.
What's it called? We need what's it called, the comments there, because we're all doing our best to try and get this bigger. So show us the love. There you go. Subscribe and comment.
We appreciate it.
Well done, lads.